what's going on here? The Fox Sport lawsuits is wild. Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless. What is this about?
So a workplace can have some very interesting dynamics, especially when said workplace involves both men and women interacting on a daily basis.
Okay, okay, I know where this is going immediately. Okay, all right, yeah, okay. When he just said that, I'm not even like 10 seconds in the video, and I already immediately know where this is going.
Who are at different levels of power. And today I have a story for you guys that involves alleged cheating, workplace harassment, and promises of promotions and other favors for sex. Fox Sports has been sued by a hairstylist who claims that Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, and their vice president Charles Dixon were all doing dirty things behind the scenes, alleging that they all abused their power in one way or another, and that she was affected directly by their actions while working with and for them between 2016 and 2024 on various Fox Sports programs. This lawsuit refers to the plaintiff as Miss Faraji, saying that she started working at Fox back in 2012, but didn't become a full-time employee until 2016, when she was assigned to the show Undisputed, which was seen as a successor to First Take. In March of that year, Faraji claims to have met Joy Taylor, who is the sister of NFL Hall of Famer Jason Taylor. At the time, she was a bartender and a small-time radio host looking to break into the entertainment industry, and Faraji claims that she accomplished this by essentially sleeping her way to the top. Faraji says,
yeah. Am I really surprised? No. Because this is how it was in the old days, you know? Like there was a lot of shit like this that happened in like ye old times, you know? Man, the old days were crazy, to be honest, when it came to like the entertainment industry. I'm not really surprised.
That when they first met, Joy would ask her to hang out outside of work, and she was typically accompanied by the vice president of Fox, Charlie Dixon, and that Faraji quickly put together that the two had an intimate relationship despite them both being married. Though at the time that she met him, Faraji claims that she did not know who Mr. Dixon was, and when she did discover his position of power, she warned Joy about the potential dangers of being in that type of relationship. 1 month later, Undisputed was announced as a blockbuster program for Fox, and many were shocked as Joy, who had little to no experience, was given the nod to be the moderator of this new show.
Okay, so we'll cover this at rehearsal.
See you there, Joy.
Skip Bayless, you ready to make television history?
Hey, partner, pretty great, huh?
It's awesome.
And Faraji felt that Joy got this position because of her intimate relationship with the vice president.
Joy, congratulations to you for being a third of this trio. I know you're going to do your job exceptionally well.
And even claims that once Joy's husband found out about the alleged affair, he immediately broke things off with her and threatened to go public with the information if Dixon did not pay him everything that he had spent on their wedding deposits.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who you are. Cheating is just something that I don't approve whatsoever. Yeah, I'm like, I have no problem with him doing all this, to be honest, you know? But she fucking cheated on him, you know? Not with just anybody, too, as well. The vice president, you know?
That man said, I'm leaving here with something. The next year in 2017, she even claims that Dixon tried to make a move on her at Joy Taylor's birthday party, where she says that he groped her ass. Miss Faraji did not know who to turn to, but as she knew Miss Taylor was sleeping with Mr. Dixon, she turned to her. Surprisingly, Miss Taylor's response was, get over it, and explained that she herself only had her job because of Mr. Dixon, and that Miss Faraji only had her job because Miss Taylor had requested her. She warned that Mr. Dixon could easily take both away. And this was a stark contrast from how
Jesus Christ. At that point, I take the cash and leave. Ain't staying around to get cheated on. Yeah, you know, I'm like, yeah, because I assume he spent like a good amount of money or so for the wedding and everything. I'm just like, hey, you fucking cheated on me. I'm fucking fuck you, man. I'm getting something out of this, you know. I'm getting that wedding money back, you know.
Joy publicly presents her journey in the industry.
You have to constantly reaffirm that you are good enough, that you belong there, and then always prove it. So I would just always say you gotta do twice the work to get half the opportunity. But that, to me, the mentality I've always had on it is that's just gonna make me better. So that's why I'm excellent. I couldn't be average, I couldn't be okay, I couldn't be late, I couldn't complain.
See, this is the reason why I don't follow like I assume she's like, what is she, like an actress or something? she like an actress or something like that? I don't know. Like I said, I don't follow like famous people. Like, if you tell me like who do I idolize, like what famous person you idolize, there's not really any famous people that I idolize personally. It's just kind of like, yeah, you know, it's just kind of like, it's just kind of whatevs.
I couldn't say no. Now I do.
Right.
And this really kind of set the stage for the next 8 years, as sexual favors for career opportunities would become an alleged running theme at Fox Studios. She says that Joy Taylor actually did the same thing in sleeping with Emmanuel Acho to help secure her spot on her show called Speak that aired back in 2022.
I will be joined by the one and only Joy Taylor, the greatest female opinionist on television. Joy Taylor, why are you so excited about the show?
I'm excited because I'm the oldest on the show, so I have to give all the lectures and be right. And no, we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it.
In approximately February
I see. So she slept with basically almost everybody to get to where she needs to be. God damn. Jesus Christ. Well, that's one way of using your feminine charm, I guess.
2020, Ms. Taylor asked Ms. Fahari to meet her for lunch in Beverly Hills.
I guess
when
that's one
Ms.
way.
Fahari arrived, she found Mrs. Taylor with a man, Emmanuel Acho. Fahari did not know Acho, but could tell that the two were romantically involved. A few months after me and Acho at lunch, Fahari noticed him in the hallway at work. Fahari later asked Joy Taylor if Acho worked at Fox, and Joy confirmed and explained that she wanted Acho to eventually recommend her on the show Speak for Yourself, which ended up being Speak. Fahari became alarmed and warned Ms. Taylor that she should not sleep with Mr. Dixon and Mr. Acho at the same time, as Mr. Dixon is a very powerful man that may become very angry. Mrs. Taylor told her not to worry about it. She explained that she is also now powerful, and once Mr. Dixon was no longer useful to her, she will follow through on her plan to tell the company that he forced himself on her.
Damn. Damn. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. When he's no longer useful, I will tell the company that he forced himself on her. Damn, and then lying on top of that too as well. Damn. Wow. It sure is something, to be honest. Damn, that's crazy.
She would not allow herself to be forced out by Mr. Dixon like other women talent. Now, I want to be beyond clear here when I say these are all allegations.
True.
But if this is true, and Joy's plan was to say that this man forced himself upon her once shit hit the fan, and their intimate relationship came to light, that is one of the most insane statements I've ever heard. And when word started to get out...
Well, they did say, you know, a best dish is always served cold, I guess, you know?
Around the office about her allegedly sleeping her way to promotions, HR did question Faraji about this, and basically her speaking her version of the truth was the beginning of the end of her employment at Fox, as she says she began to be ostracized by Joy Taylor. Now when it does come to Joy, this is where her part of the lawsuit is concluded. The other big player here is obviously Skip Bayless, who Faraji says developed deep feelings for her over the years, and that he expressed these feelings multiple times to no avail. Faraji says that when she first met Skip, he would discuss his life, his work at Fox, and other innocuous matters. However, soon after the weekly haircut started, Mr. Bayless began finding excuses to touch Faraji. He would give her lingering hugs after each haircut, putting his body against her own, pressing against her breast. He then began to kiss on her cheeks. Miss Faraji was uncomfortable by the physical contact and would make excuses to leave right after the haircuts, like saying she needed to pick her son up from school. She also claims that he would make suggestive comments about her body and how voluptuous she was. Over the years, Mr. Bayless continued.
Man, dude. Man, dude. That's crazy.
Continued to make advances on Faraji, lingering hugs, kisses on the cheek, and inappropriate comments that he could change her life if she would have sex with him. In July 2021, Faraji developed issues with her left ovary and advised it could be cancer. With the fourth biopsy scheduled, she explained her situation to Mr. Bayless, hoping that he would take pity on her and cease his advances. Instead, Mr. Bayless told her that he wanted to be with her. Faraji panicked and began rambling that there were cameras everywhere, that she has a child and that she does not want him. Mr. Bayless allegedly then grabbed her hands, began kissing them, and offered her $1.5 million to have sex. I mean...
Jesus Christ. Holy shit, man. I guess Wow, man. Damn, I guess that's one way. I guess that's one way of saying, hey, can I have sex with you?
Let's be honest, guys. 1.5 million bones for a one-night stand has to be the most insane tricking I've ever heard. Approximately 1 week later, Skip makes another advance at Miss Faraji. Faraji responds, "Skip, stop, you have a wife." And then Skip allegedly responds, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Faraji responded that her father was dead, and when Mr. Bayless looked taken aback, she made an excuse to leave. I mean, she really does make it sound like Skip was infatuated with her, saying that he became enraged when he was told by Mr. Dixon that she was having a sexual relationship with his co-host Shannon Sharp, something that she denies. Mr. Bayless responded, "I have love for you, and I have for 6 years, and you hurt me, and you are ruining this." Faraji again.
You've been in love with this girl for 6 years, but like it's been like kind of like this weird one-sided relationship. Man, that's just weird, bro. And that's just yeah.
Responded that she must be polite to all talent. Skip then implied that if he stopped requesting her, it would affect her job. Faraji responded that she is scheduled to work every morning at 5:45 a.m., and if he would like to get his hair done, he is welcome to sit in her chair. Mr. Bayless continued to threaten her job. Faraji knew that he was trying to pressure her into having sex with him, but she kept repeating that she was a professional that had to be kind to all the talent. So she's claiming that all these sick power games for sexual favors were being thrown around this workplace. And then most of the
I'm not surprised. Like, you know, I'm not really surprised at these people who have like all this power. So it's like throwing out like, yeah, let's have sex, you know, I'll give you, you know, this much, or I'll give you a promotion, or like, oh, I'll get you in a spot or so for this show or something like that, you know. Like, I'm generally like not surprised whatsoever, you know, especially like I assume this happened like a long time ago too as well.
Imbalances that are supposed to be in
I'm not
place
sure if
to
it
make
happened a
sure
long
things
time
like
ago,
this
so I
do
can't
not
tell.
happen were corrupted themselves. So the entire system was allegedly made to protect those doing the bad things and punish anyone who had something to say about it. So obviously this is a story that could involve the entire company, maybe even people who are not listed in this lawsuit once they get to digging, and it's my prediction that this woman is about to get paid. And there's a saying in show business that the show must go on, and for Joy Taylor, I guess she was following this rule because only 1 day after being named in this lawsuit, she was back to host her program Speak. People noticed that she covered up her body. Okay, usually she's wearing some quite provocative clothing. And really pay attention to the 3 guys hanging out in the background. It's Michael Irvin, Paul Pierce, and Keyshawn. Just look at how far away they stay from her and how they just don't know what to do as they try and act like they don't know what the fuck is going on.
Welcome to Speak. I'm Joy Taylor here with Keyshawn Johnson, Paul Pierce, and the playmaker Michael Irvin.
They're like, keep your distance, man. We're not getting caught up in this shit.
It's Victory Monday for some and vacation.
I know my guy did not throw a pitch.
For some and vacation Monday.
Dude, this looks like the most awkward interaction ever, to be honest. This looks very awkward. Like that generally actually does look like a little bit weird, you know? Yeah, when you're rich and you have some power, you start getting bored, so you start pushing the envelope. I guess, but like, I don't know. I think for me, if I become rich or something like that, you know, which I really doubt it though. I don't know. I guess I could just donate, you know, some of the money to the less fortunate ones, you know. I don't know. Like I said, I would be making businesses. That's what I would be doing, you know. The Skip one is 50-50. It's hard to tell if it's true because people say Skip is a person that keeps to himself, who knows at the end. That's true. That's true. Nobody knows, you know. Like I said, these are all allegations at the end of the day. So take everything as a grain of salt, you know. So don't take everything like too literal, right? So it's all allegations, okay? All right. But it's very interesting to be hearing, you know, this kind of thing. It depends on the person. I think not everyone becomes some sort of crazy hedonist. Yeah, it kind of really depends. Like there are some people who can't handle like power or richness, you know. Like I said, you guys have the 7 deadly sins at the end of the day, you know. So you guys have lust, you know, people who lust over a lot of lusting things. You got envy, you got greed, you know, sloth, you know.
That's so fucking funny.
Mystery Monday.
And let me just say it, I was a big fan of Joy on Undisputed. I think she did a great job, but maybe that was just me being a horny 21-year-old at the time. They said people shocked about Joy Taylor and Acho like they wasn't at the crib together. Yeah, I mean, this dude was at the crib with his socks off. And you know, people have to start digging up the past when something like this comes out. And so they found this video and people are saying, oh, this is outside of Joy Taylor's apartment. And this guy cannot stop smelling those hands.
Just got done with rehearsal for the new show Speak, and
Rehearsal, huh?
And I gotta take a moment to shout out my co-host Joy Taylor. A woman, a black woman, daily show, sports. Do you all realize how hard it is to get into the position that she is in?
Oh, my finger. And just wait a
I see. I see the reason why he would sniff his fingers. I see. Goes the pot of greed when it comes to sparkling water. Okay. He smells the ocean.
A second, this dude's gonna smell his thumb. He's a sick fuck.
So often there's misogyny and sexism running rampant in sports, and we don't even care what women have to say in sports. But Joy is not only in the position on television as a woman, as a black woman, but as an opinionist. So not just asking men what they think, but providing her own unique and distinct insight. It's hard to do, and Joy, you have done it. So congratulations. Looking forward to working with you.
And it's funny, he's just going on and on about women empowerment and how Joy is so great. And then this alleged lawsuit comes out and he's the one directly involved with like helping her allegedly get this promotion for this alleged sexual favor.
It's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, they were saying that box was undeniable. This guy was out here wishing her happy birthday, making a fucking reel. And you can't tell me, like, if you're not working with these people, you don't know what the fuck is up. Everyone always knew at work when their homeboy was hitting something. That's a fact. I'm telling you guys, these types of videos now just look crazy.
It's what I have to deal with, people. Like, just, I'm over here focused on the show, and, you know, just, I don't know what exactly she's doing.
Listen, somebody has to look good around here, okay?
Slick, you see that shade she threw at you, bruh? Because you wasn't talking to me.
That was everyone.
That guy said, I'm just trying to keep my job. Y'all keep me out of that nasty shit.
But truly, in the sports industry, I do not know anyone that is more impressive in every way, shape, or form than the one and only Joy Taylor, ladies and
gentlemen. I see.
This guy was in love, man. They're saying that even Colin Cowherd low-key knew.
Between Tampa and Los Angeles, it's like we've got all. I mean, two cities have glommed all the champions.
Two titties. No, though, shout out to Colin. He was listed in this lawsuit because the woman did work on the herd because Joy was, you know, present on there. And he was apparently a total gentleman. He treated everyone with absolute respect. Alright guys, so I'm actually here on her Instagram page as I'm editing this video. And I can't help but notice that these women were like legitimately friends. Like, look at all the pictures she has of Joy. I'm sure Joy low-key put her on, more or less. And it's just like amazing to me because maybe she just thought she was like talking the cheese man with a motherfucking hairdresser. Okay, I can't imagine my barber coming out, yo, these are the things he did. I don't know, it just adds an extra element to me. Like, her whole Instagram could literally be mistaken for Joy Taylor's Instagram because of all the pictures and videos, so they must have been close. I'm wondering what else happened in the background. Okay, they had this sort of falling out where she would throw her under the bus like this. I mean, this could ruin Joy Taylor's whole career. This could end her career, to be honest with you guys. I don't know, guys. This whole situation has just been insane. I mean, this has obviously been a bombshell lawsuit. Would I be surprised if she slept her way up to the top? Absolutely not. Would I be?
Yeah, like who would be surprised, to be honest, if she actually did slip her way to the top? Because you want to know something? It's because this is kind of pretty much like a thing or so that like quite a few of them did in the, you know, in the entertainment industry. Like I was like, I was kind of like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this happened. Because it's funny because like what, like shows and like cartoons and like other stuff kind of like implemented that, right? Like they kind of like put it in their like show, like in their shows or so, where like, yeah, if you sleep with me, you know, you can get this promotion or something, or like you get this raise or something like that, you know?
Be surprised if some of these sick fucks who are in charge would make that type of thing more or less mandatory if you want an opportunity. No, not at all. I think that that's likely happening in many industries outside of entertainment as well. But it must be pretty sad if you're like trying to get your career in media and you're climbing your way up the ranks and then you slowly start to realize that this is the game you kind of have to play. Not trying to throw Joy Taylor.
I don't know. It's a dangerous game for the guys, isn't it? At any time, she could say she was pressured for it. Yeah, she already said that. She said, like, if the dude is not useful, I'll just say that he came on to me, you know? Or he forced his way onto me. That's what she basically said. Every Weinstein thing was pretty much started because of that. Him offering girls roles in movies and shows for hopping in bed with him. Yeah.
Any bail here, especially if she was going to say like, yo, this guy forced himself upon me after she more or less used him for her opportunity's sake. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all of this down below.
I'm not really personally surprised about this situation itself. Like, yeah, you know, like I'm not really surprised that like, oh, you know, this person slept with these many people or so to rise up in the ranks. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm not really surprised, honestly. If you're actually surprised, man, it's just kind of like, well, it's kind of been written on the wall, you know? To be frankly honest, I was always suspicious about the whole Hollywood act and the whole Hollywood scene itself. So that's the only reason why. Yeah. Like I said, it's like, I don't know really too much about this, right? Like the Fox Sports stuff or anything like that. But like kind of like listening and paying attention to this whole situation itself is kind of like, huh, interesting, to be honest. But at the end of the day, these are all allegations, so take it as a grain of salt. You gotta wait until there's actual proof of evidence or factual evidence. I have no idea if there's actual factual evidence, but like I said, always take everything as a grain of salt. Always, 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 always. You don't know what could happen at the end of the day. But yeah, that's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. It's interesting. It's interesting to learn about this stuff because, you know, this is not a common thing that I hear in the Void. Like, this is a pretty rare kind of situation thing, but it's not like we don't know about it, right? Because we've seen how, you know, how you guys are, you know, as human beings in and on itself. So I don't know. But yeah, that's the end of the video. And peace.